digest in this game. So I'm going to share my screen here of what we about this particular game of Chelsea against against Everton here. Okay. So Everton came out to dismantle us. That's for sure. They came out to win this game. They came out to win the game. They did not come to, like normally they're not fighting for relegation or anything, but they came out to win the game and they fought for it. Yeah, unfortunately, they got that penalty. If not for that penalty, it would be a 0-0 draw. And that is not a good way to start the season, no matter what. No matter what. It's not a good way to start. Because Liverpool has won, Arsenal has won, City definitely would win. We don't expect them to lose, although it might be a difficult game for them against West Ham. And then Liverpool tied. We don't have to do that. To me, I mean, because you will always know what Liverpool will bring to the league, right? So that's very certain. But the other cheeky teams, I mean, in quotes, in this season or last season or the past 5 seasons, Arsenal and these other guys, Tottenham Hotspur, that have won their games, we expect to win now. So, and here we have Everton lining up in a 3-4-3 formation, just like we did, right? And then we came out as well. That's a normal thing, right? We have, our 3-4-3 as well. Mendy, the back three, the 4 in the middle, and the 3 attacking teams or the 3 attacking. So looking at this is basically what, tactically speaking, movement of players in and out, etc., etc. Sterling started in the middle, but Sterling will always drift for you, right? Sterling will always drift, right? So, and then you look at what we were doing. As you were mentioning Kai Havertz. Kai here. There's something that got me worried about Kai. Kai breaks counter attack. If you check, we counter attacking, he gets the ball, it slows down. It's not that we're trying to have a delay tactics here. We need to carry on with the counter, and then do you remember the injury that, the tackle that cost the Everton centre back, Godfrey to go injury? Can you please go back and think and remember from where Godfrey came from to tackle? There was a back pass to Pickford, right? The ball had to cross the line, which the linesman didn't see.
And he kicked it
Pickford
out.
played it in. He went to Kai. Where was Kai? Kai was around here. And Godfrey zoomed from here.
Caught up with him.
Caught up with him. He was indecisive. Do I shoot? Do I make a pass? And Godfrey tackled him around here. And Godfrey got himself injured. Good for Everton that they did not concede. Bad for them that Godfrey got injured.
It's not a bad injury, actually. Then that it's much more okay than we initially thought. So he should be back soon.
Yeah, but back to Kai. Kai lost the ball with someone who was like 10, 15 yards away from him and could not even get a pass in, could not even get a shot in.
I was going to ask you a question though.
Yeah.
Why did Sterling play through the middle instead of Kai Havertz?
I do not really know. We need to ask TT. We need to ask Thomas about that. Because, I mean, now one thing you have to realize is this. Check the top teams that played with a false 9. Liverpool started their game with a false 9 because Firmino is not a number 9. I mean, it's not a proper center forward. They struggled until they make the change and brought in a number 9. And they got a goal. Manchester City played with a proper number 9, scored 2 goals. Tottenham Hotspur played with a number 9, got their goals. Arsenal played with a number 9, got their goals. Check the movement of all these players from where they went. Remember the game that we are just talking about
Yeah.
with Manchester City. De Bruyne picked up the ball from here, played the ball going this way. Haaland was here, ran this way,
between two defenders.
Between two defenders, open up his body and shot in here. And that was how he scored.
Yeah.
Right? What do our players do? Our players do what? Drift. When they drift, what happens? Nothing. We keep roaming the ball here and there, finding who to dribble. Nothing. Just wasting time. Sideway passes from Mr. Jorginho and Kante, trying to find James. James gets the ball here, tries to cut back, no crossing. Mount was asleep. Kai was super asleep. Sterling was doing all the job here, getting into the box.
He was impressive. Yeah,
he was impressive. He was the most. He was the only threat that we could offer
in the attack. Yeah,
he was the only one. Aspi, Silva, Koulibaly. Now, one thing I need you to know is this. We had a lot of possession, but the problem of having too much of the possession is this: that your center backs push up, right? They push up all the way up here. Gray is just locking around the corner here because definitely James will be around here. Chile will be around here. That creates an amount of space here. Look at Everton's players and their counter attack. Gray gets the ball, speeds up. Aspi can't catch him. No way. Aspi is old. But guess what? Mr. Silva, he doesn't catch him, but he's reading him. He's reading him, knowing where he's going. And guess what? Intercepted that pass that he wanted to play from here this way.
Yeah, because again, like as a coach, the first rule of the vending is not to get a ball, right? You got to delay, and make sure the attacker put the ball where you want it, right?
Absolutely.
So you want to tell them where to pull the ball. That's why I think Thiago Silva has been successful. It's not about how strong you are. It's about how you use your defensive brain. And
Absolutely.
This man does it game in, game out.
He does it. He does it fantastically well. But my problem again goes back to this area. We only played. This guy was not in the game. This guy was not in the game. No impact in that game for me. No way.
We're going to X him out.
No, Sterling was drifting. Sometimes we make runs here. If you look at Sterling's run, Sterling is not a center forward. So he does not make a proper center forwards run, right? And also because we don't have midfielders that can find that pass. So number one, we don't have the center forward. So everyone we play to the strength of the front three, and that will be getting the ball, playing short passes, sideways, as you can see the arrows, their movement sideways from here, and so on and so forth. At the end of the day, we will get lots of possession, right?
Yeah.
We'll get lots of possession. Where is our possession? Just around here. Just around here. Sometimes we play it back. Just around here. But there is no one that gets the ball, tries to find a true pass. Why? Number one, because our Sterling here is not a center forward, so he's not going to make that run. The only time he tried, in which he was fouled, was when he took on the players, right? And he ran and
they pushed him down.
He did so. He was brilliant. But we need to play. That was when you mentioned that we need to play Broja. We need to play Broja because he's a proper center forward. Even if you play him the ball, that time in which he came in, I think 20 minutes to the end of the game or 15 minutes, he held the ball, plays it down, makes that run. Now, we need players, center forwards, that will make the run. Look at Newcastle. We talked about center teams that play with proper number 9. They're always locked around here. They're just like loitering here all the time. They are not in offside position, but they're always here. If the ball is being played here, they are here waiting for it. They are just like
Diego Costa as an example. Yeah.
Oh, perfectly. Diego Costa does it very well. Besides, after Diego Costa, Drogba, Diego Costa, we've not had proper number 9. Morata was a fluke. He came, took some money from us. He went on loan. That's it.
It's got an hat trick for Juve again, for Atletico Madrid against Juve last weekend.
That's good for him. That's good for him. Good for him. But what did he do for Chelsea? Nothing. Fernando Torres, yes, he was, but it was not the same Fernando Torres of Liverpool.
We forgive him for everything because of that goal against Barcelona.
Absolutely. Yes, he's a Chelsea legend for that. But again, back to what I'm trying to say here, right? You get what I'm saying, of our players, our number 9s, making direct runs. We finding midfielders that can play the ball. Unfortunately, we don't have a Jorginho. Jorginho is not consistent. He's not consistent. He plays more sideways passes than he plays forward passes.
Okay. But I want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
What is the main qualities of Jorginho? What is that thing that Jorginho does best?
I think it's just being able to. I think he in terms of possession-based football, he is able to play in all those tight spaces. That's what Jorginho can do for you. In tight spaces. Jorginho can play in tight spaces. But that's not the only thing midfielders have to do. Midfielders have to find those forward passes, play to the center. But the thing is this, if we have a proper center forward, he has to be obligated, or he is out, that he must have to find those passes, because he can find himself in space. The good thing also I like about Jorginho is that he finds space to play, because it's not the one that is able to play body to body, shove, and all those stuff. But when he finds himself in space, he will get again and play side passes.
Okay. So there is no player, in my opinion, like Jorginho in Premier League. And no. I'm not saying that because I think it sets some high bars, right? I just think Jorginho is a very basic and simple midfield player. The reason why I say that is because Rodri stays behind. Rodri is not the most elegant player, right? But it does a clean up job. You cannot play Jorginho in that position. No. So should we jettison Jorginho, get Kovacic and Kante right in the middle, and play a 10 right in front of them, and have those two play instead of having Kai Havertz play from the flank? You know, just put Kai Havertz and Sterling at the top, or Sterling and Broja, and play Mount behind them, so we can have someone who can at least pass the ball forward, right? So if Mount has to drop deep in between the two of them, get the ball and distribute, let's do that instead of throwing Mount away on the flank and waiting for ball from Reece James.
Yep. I mean, I agree with you. And the reason why is that I think the best formation for Chelsea is a 4-2-3-1 formation. And that is where the number 10 can come in. And that is where also Ruben Loftus-Cheek can come into central midfield when needed. Because when he came in on Saturday, he came in playing in this position. He came in playing on the right. Yeah, as a right forward. That was where he went. He got in.
Yeah, actually,
naturally, he's a
when he came in, we actually moved James to the left side first.
Yeah.
Before Cucurella came in, and James went back to his position. Yeah.
Exactly. So, what I'm trying to say here is this: we have to we have to get in these players in position. We can switch to a back four without a doubt. We can switch to a back four. Okay. Play this formation. Play a proper number 9. Let me move these Everton guys backwards. Play a proper number 9. Play number 10. This can easily work for us.
Yeah, I mean,
we have missing Mount and Kai Havertz playing in this position. We have the what's he called?
Gallagher.
Captain America, Pulisic, yeah, Gallagher. We have players to play in this position.
In that position, that's what I'm saying. So we have 3 players
here
that could actually play that role. So why are we playing Jorginho? Okay, let's assume Jorginho is
even if you play Jorginho, play Jorginho as a number 8 here in a 4-2-3-1 here, and play Kante here. Get the ball, give to Jorginho. Let's find the number 10s. Let's find the 11s. Let's find the 7s here. Let's get these guys to work. Let's play with a proper number 9 instead of playing in the 3-4-3. And all we do is to find wing backs that are going to cross the ball for no center forward to work with. And because there's no center forward to loitering around in the 18-yard box, what do? We come back again, boom, in the middle, boom again in the middle, and then we're just rolling here and there on the field, doing nothing. Instead of playing this formation, play the 4-2-3-1.
All right. So I don't think a man just going to change the formation this season. Otherwise, we will not be trying to get Fofana right now and possibly a right back. My question for you is this. Let's assume we have De Jong who drops out in that midfield.
Jorginho may have to drop out. The thing is that if you bring in, the thing is this. Kante is the only number 6 in that squad. And the job of a number 6 is stay in front of the back
defense.
Four.
Yeah.
You cover the back four. And he does that very well. But you can see that in the last 2 seasons or 3 seasons, Kante's position has done what? Has evolved. That he goes up and down. Gets us some
can
goals.
We not put him back? Put him back and put Jorginho. Jorginho's the only man who has forced Kante out of his... Even when Matic was there, they didn't force Kante out of his position, right?
No.
And
that's the thing.
Yeah. So again, I understand. Antonio Kante brought in Kante playing this formation, right?
Yes.
And he did it very well from his position in that midfield, and it was a successful season.
Mm-hmm.
So why are we continuing? Again, that's what I asked you at first. What is that thing that Jorginho brings in that no one else can do?
I think just being able to play under pressure. Jorginho can play under pressure. He's not a physical player. He's not the robust type of player, but just that his ability to play under pressure and in tight spaces, that's what Jorginho brings. And because he does that, I mean, maybe managers are carried away because of that. Now, for example, if he played for Man City, because he was about to go to Man City, right, before we signed him, before Sarri brought him in, I believe that he would be playing, because Man City play in a 4-3-3 formation, right? So if Jorginho was there, Jorginho will be playing in this number 8 here, okay? Because this guy will be here, Rodri will be here, Kevin De Bruyne will be actually on the right here, giving him this number 10 here, and Jorginho will be here. So the thing is that you have Rodri, who is up and down, clearing every rubbish that comes here, protecting the back four, doing that very well.
Do you think he will have been successful, given the fact that you have Goodwin, who is a much more mobile player than Jorginho, and you also have the weirdest way Pep Guardiola plays. He makes Bernardo Silva drops and do the dirty work.
It's just that,
So
remember,
again, if although we know Pep wanted him,
yes.
but comparing him now with Bernardo Silva, with Gundogan, would you think do you think he would have been starting in the games for City now?
Remember, Pep does whatever he likes, right? And he doesn't care how you feel. He will play whosoever he wants to play and start. And I think that before, I can't remember who arrived City and if Jorginho arrived Chelsea before Rodri and Bernardo Silva. So we can also look at when those players arrive, because when you go on the market to buy
Because
a player, right?
They got Rodri because they missed out on Jorginho.
Exactly. So he may have had a different way of playing, but I think also that he needed someone that will replace Yaya Toure in that central midfield that will do that work for him. And that's what Rodri is doing. Definitely Jorginho will not be able to do that for him. But he would have as well maybe bought him, or maybe by now he may have sold Jorginho, or maybe bring in a different player. But at the end of the day, the thing is that this number 6 here in the name of Rodri for Man City, is just covering the back and just doing the job and covering these guys who are not as strong physically as he is, but technically better than Rodri. So at the end of the day, you need a number 6 that is able to do the job. And that is why I think Kante should be brought back in his position. If we're going to play a 4-3-3, we can do it by playing Kovacic and Jorginho here and Kante staying here. And Kante will also have less injuries because he will not have to travel up and down again as he used to, because he does that, goes up attacking, comes back to defend. At the end of the day, he has a lot of wear and tearing on his knees and ligaments and joints, and the guy is injured, and then he stays after a while, and then he comes back. He's not even fully recovered because we desperately need him, and then we bring him back. Reason? Because there's no one doing his job. If you put him to just play in that position, that number 6 role, whether it is in a 4-3-3 formation or in a 4-2-3-1, that will be best for us. But if we continue playing 3-4-3, and with this midfield we have, we're gonna have a problem.
Final
And
question
without
for you.
also without having a proper number 9 starting the games. Let's
Final
see what
question
Georgia
for
does.
you.
Yeah.
Will you, if you had one chance now to get, hypothetically, I know maybe it won't happen. If you got an option to get De Jong right now, or get a striker, let's say we're talking about Aubameyang or Ronaldo. Again, hypothetically, I'm not saying those will happen. But if you had a chance to choose one of those two players, Aubameyang or Ronaldo, or get De Jong, which area will you address in the team right now?
I will address this area, the number 9 here.
So you will sign Aubameyang instead of De Jong.
I don't know if it will be Aubameyang. Reason? Because of age and the pace of the Premier League, and trying to find players that can put that ball to him, because we need
That's
to
what I'm
put the
saying.
ball.
So even if we play Broja,
if you get Broja,
it will suffer still. It will suffer.
Broja is young, and I think what Tuchel have to do is to put these guys to do what? To put the ball. You have to instruct them. You guys have to put the ball for these guys. You guys have to put the ball for the center forward. It has to be an instruction from the coach. And they have to play the ball. It's not every time you play wayward passes, sideways. This sideways passes, it's killing. It's not getting anything for the team. So why don't you play? Let the center forward do the running. That's what Haaland did, 22 years old. You have to do the running. That is what Jesus will do for Arsenal when he gets into that position. And if we play Broja as a number 9, Broja is young, wants to prove himself. He would do that. That's what Nunez is going to do for Liverpool. Because it will not be only always sideways. You have to put the ball in a position where these guys, the number 9, will be able to run to it. Let him run. Place the ball in this area of the field, around here. Where's my laser? place the ball on on the part of the field where it's not that it's already inside the 18-yard box where where the goalkeeper will come and gather, but where it will be for what's it called, the the center forward and the center backs to do what? To come and fight for the ball. Put the ball here. Put the ball around here. If you play in the forward pass for number 9, put it around here. That's where the center backs are. They are coming out trying to push up. That's pass from De Bruyne from here all the way here. And then he took a touch into because he already outrun Zuma and the other center back. So Broja can do that for us. But
yeah, but again, I don't think, because as much as we analyze this, Jorginho for me is still that weak link. The reason why I said that, because Kante is not a guy that would dish passes, right? He's meant to do recovery. Yeah, he's meant to do the exact same job that Jorginho is doing, right? It's just a guy that runs around and covers the space of 2 people. Now, Jorginho for me, every time he pushes forward, there's no end product. So even though Jorginho's ahead right there, pushing on, yeah, I mean, there's nothing. There's no, long passing. There is no direct play, through ball. There is no shot from the midfield. All he does is come in and play penalty and score, right? And he does that last season consistently. So, in my opinion, I think if you put Kante with Kovacic right there in the midfield, Kovacic does that. He can play the ball. He did it for Lukaku last season. He can do it consistently. He can fire from outside of the box. There's a chance you can get. We have honestly. Hold on. We've got midfielders that can now score goals. It will be strange to see Jorginho score a goal from the midfield. Rodri does score, right? Rodri can score a goal. Even Fred can score a goal, right? But it will be weird to see Jorginho actually score a goal, during open play. So, yes. That's actually limiting the team as well. So we do not have a guy who can either get an assist or get a goal. We just have in the team to keep decorum in the midfield whenever we're under pressure, right? Yeah, I don't think that's enough for him to be in the start lineup. I think with Kovacic and Kante, they've got enough legs to cover the left wing back and the right wing back. So there's a problem.
Our problem is that the problem with the Chelsea midfield is that they have players, our midfielders are all of similar attributes. All of them. All of them. There's no single central midfielder in Chelsea, whether it's Gallagher, whether it's Jorginho, whether it's Kante, whether it's Kovacic, even with what's he called? Ruben Loftus-Cheek. All of them got the same similar attributes. And there's one thing that they lack. That thing is playing that pass from here forward. All of them. Kovacic will dribble because he can handle the ball properly. He will dribble himself out of trouble here and he will carry the ball. But Kovacic will not get the ball and play that 10-yard, 50, 25-yard pass like De Bruyne did, like Thiago will do for Liverpool. Like the midfielders in Arsenal they can even do it. Like if you play Eriksen in Man United central midfield, he would do it. The same thing in Tottenham. So we don't have that player. All of these midfielders don't have that quality, that attribute to play that 25-yard, 30-yard pass like Fabregas would do, compared to all the other guys in the Premier League top 4. So we may have to sacrifice one of them and bring in if we're going to play with Broja, sacrifice one of them and bring in De Jong. That's pretty much what could happen.
I hope that happens.
If not, we'll be doing all these sideways passes here and there.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay to have possession, but again, what do you do with it?
And again, that is why in that possession, remember, there's something that happens when you have a lot of possession. The more possession you have, The longer you're on the ball, your team is out of position defensively. And you are easily caught off in counter attacks, because that is why our centre backs are suffering from cramps, because we lose the ball without any end product in the final third. And Everton gets the ball, boom, they launch it out to the wide area.
And the speed to recover.
And there's speed, because these guys are young. Our centre backs, Asti, Koulibaly.
They're like 100 years old if you have the age together.
Combine three of them. Like, come on now. So that we will see. I mean, I don't know, but I think we need a tweak in our formation to be able to,
to get a team up and running. Yeah.
Yes,
full speed.
We have to. If not, anyway, just to conclude, right? We're done talking Chelsea and analyzing Chelsea. Next week, what we'll be doing is we'll pick up one important game and we analyze. Next week will be Tottenham. We're playing Tottenham at home at the Bridge, so we'll see how that goes. So,
thanks for watching the Global Premier Football Show. Like and subscribe and share with your friends.